All right, I know we got March Madness on the brain, but it's April 1st, and we got spring games getting cranked up this week. Practice has been going underway. Let's head on down to see the defending champs. Of course, Dabo's going to tell me we're not defending anything. We're going to go win another one. There he is, old Dabo Swinney. Coach, how we doing? Life treating you all right?
Yeah, man. How you doing, Pack?
I'm not too bad. Before we get to any football and all that stuff, um, I want to talk about the all-in ball because you got that coming up this week, and I mean, I wish I could be down there for it, but this March Madness thing gets in the way sometimes. But I've made my donation. I'm good to go. You raised over $1.5 million last year, over 13 million since this thing got started. I remember the first one, just a bunch of friends getting together. We talked football and NIL and transfer portal, but this is giving back. This from the heart, and you and Kathleen have really done an awesome job with that event. And I hate I'm going to miss it, but man, I'm always curious to see how much cash you're going to raise for local communities and charities. It's really, really cool.
I appreciate it, Pack. I really appreciate your always giving your support and your time. Obviously, you've been there many times, but it's our Super Bowl from our the All In Foundation standpoint. It's kind of the beginning of a new year for us. Everything really kind of kicks off a new year with the All In Ball and sets the tone for the year. For the foundation, it's the bulk of our fundraising. We have a ladies clinic in the summer. We have an all access camp, a part of our camp as well. We have our big breast cancer awareness, you know, that we participate in October. So there's a lot going on throughout the year, but this really sets the tone. And last year in 2024 for the year, we raised a little over $1.7 million with the
Hmm.
foundation, and we have our primary focus areas. And then in November every year we do our grant luncheon. And this year at the grant luncheon, we were able to give $1.2 million away to 276 different organizations all throughout the state. And so it's just awesome day to be a part of every single year. And but since our beginning, we were a little over $13 million, and it's something that Kath and I are both really passionate about, and it's just grown and grown. And but the All In Ball is a special event this year. It's the Clemson Derby. It's always some fun theme, and I think the best social event in the state. To be honest with you, it's an awesome. They build out the indoor facility all week long, and then it culminates into a great event on Friday night. Bunch of former players here. So our team is there. It's awesome to see them come and be a part of it. Lots of great, auction items, but we hope to raise, between 1.4 and 1.6 million just on Friday night. So you can go online. There's at dabosallin.team.com. There's all kind of information about the ball, the silent auction as well. You can purchase stuff even though if you're not attending, you can still participate.
Well, I can vouch for it. It is a really great event, and like you said, you've touched so many lives. And I'm not even talking about football. This is even more important. But what you guys have done, and everybody gets involved with it, it really is a fantastic event. So congratulations to you and your staff and all that stuff. I know it'll be unbelievable on Friday night. Now let's talk a little football. Man, you got all this experience back. I know the last couple of years would get you on about this time of year, and you'd be like, Pack, we got all these young guys, man. They'll get better as the year goes on this spring. But with all this experience coming back, what's it been like from a coaching perspective and maybe changing gears a little bit, knowing that you've got all these dudes who've played so many snaps? What's the spring been like?
That's been great. And the kind of good and bad. We actually had a lot of guys postseason type surgeries and things that we've had to clean up. So some guys haven't been able to go full go. But the flip side of that is we had 15 mid years, and so all of those guys have gotten just a ton of opportunity. And so I think we can have a really good combination of quality experience. This time last year, Wesco, TJ Moore hadn't played. Now they're coming off a year of experience. This time last year, the narrative was Cade Klubnik. He's not very good. He can't do it. Now he's proven that he could take the next step, and he's very confident. We lost one offensive lineman and one defensive tackle. So we feel really good about the guys back. But we just got to continue to do the work, be about the work, get these guys back healthy. I love the signing class that we brought in here. In fact, I think the last three signing classes have been really good and productive for us. But getting all these guys, these mid years here to start that develop, like Tristan Lee, for example, who's been our left tackle, he's been out all spring with postseason surgery. So that's really allowed us to take a young guy like Braden Jacobs. And man, he's just gotten a ton of work all spring. And so that's been really good. We've been able to, experiment with a few guys in different positions. But it's been a good spring. It's always fun time of year. It's sad when it ends, but the guys now they'll start their what we call the transformation phase of our journey this year, and a lot of work to do this summer to build on what we've started this spring and be ready. Another big opener. At least this year we get to open up here at home, so huge challenge to start the season with LSU. And but again, anytime you got some guys that have been in the fire with you, have had some success and had some failure too. All of that stuff allows you, I think, to have a little bit of a head start when it comes to putting your next team together and especially building your leadership.
I know how much you like the microphone, so I'm really surprised to hear that Tom Allen gets a microphone as well in practice. How? I mean, listen, I'm curious to see what this defense is going to look like tackling the man with the football. But the fact that you gave him a microphone during practice, I mean, what in the world's going on? Are you feeling okay? Did you fall down a flight of stairs? What happened to you?
Yeah, well, it's been great. The mic allows us to really communicate better, and we actually, got the little headsets that we wear, and now that's been a game changer because I can talk to everybody and, maybe get after somebody, and I don't have to, maybe go over in person, but it's really good. He's been great. It's been a really good transition with our staff. A ton of energy at practice every day, and I'm excited about it, man. We've worked really hard. Obviously, last year we had a excellent year as far as winning the league and getting back to the playoff for the seventh time in 10 years. But we weren't where we need to be defensively. We didn't tackle well. We weren't very good in the red zone. We did not stop the run, gave up too many big plays. And so he's here to help us, get back on track. We've been a really good defense for the great majority of my career here. And that's what we're trying to do this year. And I've been really pleased in how he's put it together and how he's blended it with the staff. The guys have really bought in. We've added a few good pieces, and so again, just got to keep doing the work and but so far so good.
What does the running back room look like? I'm curious to see what your backs are going to look like in 25.
Yeah, and I think to me that's going to be fun because I think that if on the outside looking in, I think that's to me the most obvious question that people will say, well, who's their back? Because Shipley's gone, Maffa's gone now. Who we got? And I think everybody got a chance to see a little bit of glimpse of Jay Haynes last year, but then he tore his ACL, so he's been out all spring. And we've moved Adam Randall. What's that look like? And we got this guy David Azumame that redshirted last year out of Georgia, who was a high level recruit. We signed a kid named Gideon Davidson, who I think was as good as any back in the country, but nobody knows anything about him. We got a kid named Jarvis Green, who's a Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of South Carolina, who made a big play, scored a touchdown in the playoff game. So he's a young guy. We've got Keith Adams, who's just a sledgehammer. I mean, he's a little bit of a different type of a player at that position, but a very valuable guy in our backfield. So we've got a really good group of guys that I think are going to be competing for the job, and should be a lot of fun. Competition brings out the best in everyone, and but I think it's going to be a plus for us when it's all said and done. I think we're going to have a really good room, but they got a lot to prove. Got a lot to prove. So if I'm on the outside looking in, you're going, okay, who are they going to run out there? Who's going to turn out and be the most productive guy? And I'd say that's to be determined, and I'm excited to see. But from my perspective, from the inside, I'm really excited about what I've seen. I like the leadership. I like how they're working. I like the talent, and you know, let's spot the ball and see if we can, get it going.
Boy, you are downplaying. I mean, I've known you for a long time. The fact that you rattled off 8 guys right there and you're not showing anything tells me something. So I'm not even going to follow up with that, other than for folks that show up Saturday. Again, I know the spring games, everybody's got a different philosophy now with spring games. If you rolled in the Tiger Town for the ball in ball Friday night and you're going to go watch whatever you're going to do on Saturday, what are you going to do on Saturday?
We're going to play some football. We're going to have a game. That we usually always split the team as evenly as possible. But we have so many guys out this year. It's hard for us to have the offense on two different sidelines uh, because of the way we'd have to sub. So we're gonna play offense versus defense, good on good. Everybody's playing, and we're gonna play ball. So we're gonna continue to get better. It's a great opportunity, to it's our only opportunity to create a game day feel for these guys before we play LSU at the end of August. There's no other opportunity. This is so it's going to be a great day. It's a great time for our fans. It's a free opportunity to come see the Tigers, and be fun. So we've got a point system on how we score it, offense versus defense, but it's going to be a blast. Tiger Walk, our captains from last year, those guys are going to be going into concrete on the Tiger Walk as we head in there. They'll be a part of the we'll have a ceremony there on the way into the stadium. But it's going to be fun. We're running down the hill, and we're going to have a game and a very productive day. So looking forward to always look forward to the spring game, and a lot of former players back here, a ton of recruits coming to town. So I hope our fans will show up. And it's not on TV this year, and that was a decision that we made. And the biggest thing was, hopefully we always have a good crowd, but hopefully this will bring even more people out because they can't just sit at home and watch. They got to come see for themselves.
Well, it sounds great. Well, listen, congratulations again to you and your better half and the staff for the All In Ball. Again, I'm thrilled for it because like I said, I've been able to see it in person for a gazillion times, and it's just an awesome night and does so much for the locals, which I love. And hey, have a safe Saturday, practice wise, game wise, all that stuff. And we will see you down the road, Coach. Always a pleasure.
Mac, I appreciate you, man. And, tell the family I said hello. Look forward to seeing you soon.
You got it, Coach. Take care of yourself. Be good.